Hello everyone, this is Tyler with Zoho, and in this video you're going to learn how to create a web form using Zoho CRM. So Webform is a great way to passively collect information and move it to your CRM. Typically you'll see it as a page on a website with a bunch of fields that a visitor can put their information in so that the business can then collect all of that information, right? So in this example, we are going to be a company that offers a software service that requires people to request a demo for. So we're going to create a demo request web form, put that on our site, and then any visitor who sees it can fill it out with their information, which will be routed directly to the CRM without having us to do any manual processes. In this example, I'm going to show you how to host the web form that you created on your site, regardless of whether it's a Zoho site or not. Let's hop in here and I'll show you how to do it. So we'll start here in Zoho CRM. We're going to head to the top right, click the setup gear icon, scroll down to developer space, and click web forms. Now you can see a list of web forms we previously created, but we are going to create a new one. That's our new demo request form. So we'll click new form. We'll title it demo request form. And the module that we're working off is the leads module, because any visitor who's filling out this form, we want them to go into our leads module because they're leads. So we're going to click create. And now we're at the form builder. This is super intuitive, super easy to use. It's simply a drag and drop form builder. So you can see a lot of the fields here. These are all fields from the leads module in Zoho CRM. Now this isn't all of the fields, it's just a good amount of them. If you're looking for a specific field in the leads module that isn't located here, you can simply type it. There's one that wasn't located in that list before, but number of users, and we just drag and drop it like anything else. But all of these can be dragged and dropped. Maybe we want their website. Maybe we want a description of what they'd like from us. This is for a demo. And maybe we want some advanced fields in there. Like maybe we want them to upload a file of, their bank statement to say that they can pay for our services. Or maybe we want a CAPTCHA to exclude bots. There's a lot of things you can do with this. I would recommend you get in here, play around with it, see how you can edit it. Just things to remember when you're creating your form are make sure that it flows with the rest of your website, and make sure that you're only asking for information that you truly need. The more fields you add, the longer it's going to take people to fill it out, and the less people might fill it out if it's too long or if you're asking for information that they're not sure why you would need. So keep it simple and make it easy to fill out. Now for our demo request form for this demo, this looks good. We're not going to do any more, and we'll hit next. Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of what you're actually going to need to put down to get this demo request form on your site. So this first field is asking, what is the URL that you're hosting this form on? So if you want it on the contact page of your website, grab the contact page URL. If you want it on a different URL or a different page on your website, just grab the URL for that page. So I'm actually going to click up here, up to these tabs. This is the example website that we're going to work off of for this demo. And I want it on the contact page of my demo site. So I'm going to copy that and put it in the form location URL. So now I'm going to add this CRM web form to this page. Now this landing page URL is the URL that you want to route the people who fill out your form to once they're done. So typically you'll want them to go to a thank you for inputting your information page, or maybe a submission confirmation page, something that lets them know that they have submitted their information properly. I actually don't have one of these on my site at the moment, so I'm just going to send them to the home page. But as far as best practices go, we always recommend having a specific thank you, confirmation, submission, something page for people who fill out forms, just so they know they've done it properly and they don't feel like they have to duplicate their information and fill out a form again and frustrate themselves maybe doing it 2 or 3 times when they don't have to. Now assigning the owner, this is who is going to be the owner of the lead that fills their information out on the form. So if we want David Ingus to get all of these leads who fill out this form, we can choose him. We can also click this drop-down menu and choose any of the users in our CRM. If we want to set up an assignment rule, we can do that as well. We just click this button and we have a list of our assignment rules that we've already created in our CRM. I've already created another video on assignment rules. You can check that out. It's also on this channel. It'll explain to you what an assignment rule is, but we won't go into that into this video. Now these are actually pretty self-explanatory, but I'll briefly touch on each one of them. Enabling double opt-in is when a confirmation email with a unique URL is sent to each person who fills out the form. This is done for a few reasons. Number one, it helps exclude bots from filling it out because they might not have their own email address and they might not be smart enough to actually click the unique URL link. It also shows that you're a privacy and security conscious business and that you really care about your users' data and you only want it if they truly want you to have it. But if I haven't explained it well enough, it sends an email to the person who's filled out the form and then they have to click the link to confirm that they want you to have their data. That's what a double opt-in is. The next thing is notifying a leads owner. What this is gonna do is tell the person in your CRM who just received that lead that they got one. So it's gonna give them a notification, maybe through an email, maybe through an email template. You can set that up yourself. Acknowledging the visitor sends the person who filled the form out an email to say, hey, thank you for sending this, thank you for filling out this form. We really appreciate it. Here's a $5 coupon, you know, whatever. The acknowledgement can be anything you want. You can set up an email template or you can set up an auto response rule that will say, hey, after 3 days, you know, shoot them another email if they haven't responded, things like that. But this is something that you can set up that I highly recommend that you do. Helps engage people a little more. Visitor tracking. This is actually an integration with Zoho Sales IQ. What this will do is give you even more information about the user that they didn't put in the field. So Sales IQ will track things like where the person is visiting your website from based on their IP address, how many times they've been on your website, how long they spent on specific pages, how long they've been on your website in general. It's going to tell you a lot of things that will help you build out information on the visitors of your site. And then finally, a request for approval. That is going to send a request for approval of that lead information to whoever you designate in your CRM. So anytime someone fills out that web form, someone in your CRM, whoever's been designated, is going to get a notification saying, hey, is this lead information okay? Do we want this in the CRM? And then they can either say yes or no. I'm gonna unenable all of this for now. It's just gonna complicate our demo further. Now we'll click save and the form has been saved successfully. So we have the form created, but now we need to host it on our site. And there's a few different ways you can do it. The first way I'll show you is the embed option. So this embed option is gonna work with all site builders. You don't need to use Zoho Sites to host a Zoho CRM web form. All you have to do is take this snippet of code, put it into your website builder, whatever that may be, maybe Wix, Squarespace, GoDaddy, whatever your website builder is, embed this code in there, and then the web form will show up on your site. It's super simple to do. Now, if you have Zoho Sites, it's a little easier just because the integration is so tight, and I'll actually go ahead and show you how to do it now. But if you have Zoho Sites, you can simply go to the Zoho Site Builder window, which is where I'm at now. We are on the Site Builder window for our out-of-line design demo website. Go to the page that you'd like to put the web form in, which is the contact page. Click Add Element, click Forms, and you can see the integrations right there. So we can simply click the CRM form. Remember, this is a web to lead form because this web form is going into our leads module. We'll click web to lead, and here is our demo request form preview right here. And all we have to do is add it. You can see the form that's added. It's right here. All we have to do is publish, and it will show up on our site. It's that easy to put the web form onto your site when you have the integration between Zoho Sites and Zoho CRM. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment if you enjoyed the video, or if you have any questions or any suggestions for future video topics. I'll catch you all in the next one.